We're doing well, and I hope you are having a wonderful day today. So, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest stimulus updates, economic updates, and financial tips for your financial wellness and success. So, today, the president had a call with the Senate Democrats. So, he had a very important phone call with the Senate Democratic Caucus. And according to the White House press release, President Joe Biden joined the Senate Democratic Caucus launch meeting today to make the case for a speedy passage of the American Rescue Plan and get his input or get some input from senators on the path forward. So the president wants to basically push the Senate Democrats or get them to move quickly and also get some feedback or get some insights from them on how this package will progress. So everyone is asking right now, when exactly will this package pass and how quickly are we going to see the third stimulus checks come to us? But we've got some bigger thing that we're going to talk about in today's update. Yes, some lawmakers are proposing or have come up. They are pushing for reoccurring stimulus checks. We'll talk about that specifically, the group of lawmakers who are proposing these new reoccurring stimulus checks right now. So we've got a lot going on in Washington as far as this stimulus package goes. A lot is going on. So be sure to hang on till the very end of this update so you avoid missing out on the important information. So during the call, according to the White House release, during the call, the president highlighted that the broad support of the package. So he was trying to get the Democratic caucus to understand that this package has a broad support. And then he did talk about the bipartisan majority of the American people and the state and local leaders. So when it comes to this $1.9 trillion package, there's bipartisan support among the American people and also among the governors, states, and local governments. But when it comes to the Republicans in Washington, there's absolutely no support whatsoever that we're seeing right now with this package. So the Republican governors and mayors have a different view, as most of them, as opposed to the Republican lawmakers in Washington. So President Joe Biden did know the urgency of passing this bill to speed up the vaccination and the safe reopening of schools. Then, according to the White House press release, with the Senate preparing to take up the rescue plan, the president urged the caucus to remain united in its commitment to passing a package big enough to meet the economic health and crisis we face and to act swiftly to pass it before the unemployment benefits for around 11 million people, Americans, start expiring on March 14th. So this is what we're seeing today, Tuesday, 2nd March, from the White House press release, from the meeting the president had today with the Senate Democrats. So the big thing was seen from the Senate leader himself. This is the message from the Senate leader himself. So Chuck Schumer did send out series of tweets today. I mean, we can go through the timeline here, and his tweets were basically the same thing. So when these updates sounds like it's always the same thing, now you know why. Let me get your thoughts on this. So 7 hours ago, Chuck Schumer did say Senate Democrats are working to quickly pass the American Rescue Plan and deliver bold, urgent COVID relief to Americans across the country. So this is what he tweeted earlier on today. And then after a few hours, this is what he came back and he said, this is 3 hours ago. He said, we will pass the American Rescue Plan and deliver big, bold COVID relief. Our message to the American people is simple. Help is on the way. We've heard this before. We've heard help is on the way. Help is on the way. Okay, but hold on a second. He comes in again 2 hours ago and he sends another message. He said Senate Democrats are working to quickly pass the American Rescue Plan. 2, 1, deliver direct payments to struggling Americans. 2, help small businesses get by and recover. Fund the distribution of life-saving vaccines. Our message to Americans is help is on the way. So we keep hearing help is on the way, but what exactly is going on? So when it comes to the timeline, Chuck Schumer has released the timeline for this package. So according to the report was seen from the Washington Post, Senate leader Chuck Schumer said the Senate will be moving forward on the $1.9 trillion stimulus bill. And he did say that we will have the votes. So that's what Chuck Schumer is saying. He did say this today, Tuesday. So the other report was seen right now from Politico says that Chuck Schumer said on the floor that he expects the Senate is in for a hearty debate and some late nights, but the American people sent us over here with a job to do to help the country through this moment of extraordinary challenge. So Chuck Schumer has made it clear. This is what we're seeing right now. So Chuck Schumer's comments comes in at a press conference on Tuesday where he basically said that even as the moderate Senate Democrats have tried to maneuver to limit some of the expenditures in the bill, and then some objections that they faced lately, he's still estimating that by tomorrow, by Wednesday, we're going to see the Senate take up this stimulus package. The $1.9 trillion stimulus package will be taken up by the Senate tomorrow, Wednesday, March 3rd, according to the reports we're getting from Senate Leader Chuck Schumer. So again, this is some of the very critical things that we're seeing from his corner. Then he did go on in his press release today. He did go on to say that the American people overwhelmingly support the American Rescue Plan because families still need the relief from the pandemic. And then he also pointed a finger at the Republicans. He did say that the Republicans just don't know what's good for them. So again, there's just some back and forth going on right now with this package. So I want to get your thoughts on what's actually happening right now with this package in the comment section below. So Kathy Pulley says, oh no, they won't go on a vacation in a couple of days. Yeah. So Senate leader is saying that, look, there's going to be late nights working on this package in the Senate. So chances are we're not going to see them go on vacation. So instead of, the other thing we're seeing is that, the stimulus checks continuing under Biden. So a group of lawmakers did send a letter to the president. So they are pushing the White House to tie the relief payments, jobless benefits to the economic conditions. And that's not just the case. These lawmakers are urging the White House to include reoccurring payments. Let's go to the letter. So this is the letter right here that came from 10. So they're still collecting signatures, and this will eventually go to the president. So the goal here is to push for reoccurring stimulus payments. So this letter was signed, so far has been signed by 10 lawmakers. We have Ron Wyden, Elizabeth Warren, and other Democrats here, Ed Markey and Cory Booker, Sherrod Brown. So we have a bunch of 10 senators right now signing that have signed this letter, and most of them are still collecting. So they're still collecting more signatures before they send this over to the president's desk. But the important thing I want to highlight in this letter that will be going to President Joe Biden, this is addressed to him, and it says that, dear President Biden, we urge you to include reoccurring direct payments and automatic unemployment insurance extensions tied to economic conditions in your Build Back Better long-term economic plan. This crisis is far from over, and families deserve certainty that they can put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads. Families should not be at the mercy of constantly shifting legislative timelines and ad hoc solutions. This right here, I agree with them on. If you agree, give this video a thumbs up and let us know in the comment section below. So they are urging the president to include reoccurring direct payments and automatic unemployment insurance extensions in his agenda. So that's what we're seeing right now from the lawmakers. And remember, like I said, the reason these dates you're seeing on here is March XX is they are still gathering signatures to send this over to President Joe Biden. So far, they have about 10 signatures, and they're gathering more signatures to get this over to the president. And as you can see, according to the U.S. Senate Committee on Finance, this letter will continue to collect signatures before sending the letter to the White House in the coming weeks. So they plan on sending this in the coming weeks. And this is not what Senate leader has said about the stimulus check. So the $1,400 stimulus checks are different from this letter. So they're pushing for a different agenda with this letter. Just wanted to make that clear. So again, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think the recurring stimulus checks are needed? Do you agree that the stimulus check should be reoccurring. I want to get your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Okay, so Cynthia Moore says, I'm really struggling very badly. I agree to have reoccurring stimulus payments. Okay, looks like some people absolutely agree with the reoccurring stimulus payments, and that's what we're seeing right now. So again, while they are pushing to pass the $1.9 trillion stimulus package, the reoccurring stimulus check seems to be gaining huge momentum right now from a group of Democratic lawmakers. Now, what else are we seeing? So Senator Bernie Sanders is still pushing for the minimum wage inclusion. So Bernie Sanders is not so happy that the reconciliation bill did not include the minimum wage increase. So he did tweet out, he said, this week, as part of the reconciliation bill, I will be offering an amendment to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. This was what he said yesterday. Now, he did say today, he did say earlier yesterday, needless to say, I was extremely disappointed by the decision of the parliamentarian who ruled that the minimum wage provision was inconsistent with the Byrd rule and the reconciliation process. So Bernie Sanders is not happy that this package does not include the minimum wage increase. Again, not just him, but other Democrats have expressed their dissatisfaction or their disappointment with this package not including the minimum wage increase. I want to get your thoughts on that as well. So Senator Joe Manchin is one right now who is making this package hard to pass from the reports we're seeing. According to Bloomberg, Joe Manchin wants the unemployment benefits scaled back. So he wants the unemployment benefits to be reduced. He doesn't like the amount. He wants to cap the payments at $300 per week like we have them right now. But he's also said he wants to extend the payment. So the timeline of the payments, he wants to extend it. So according to Eric Wasson, so Eric Wasson is a reporter on Congress for Bloomberg. So Eric Wasson tweeted out, he said, Joe Manchin's attempt to cap Bernie Sanders is pushing back on Senator Joe Manchin's attempt to cap the unemployment insurance supplement at $300 per week. The president believes, and I believe, according to Sanders, that the supplement should be $400 per week. So that's what we're seeing now. And remember, Joe Manchin is a Democrat, and he is pushing back on the $400 per week. He wants to cap that at $300 per week. I want to know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Do you think the unemployment benefits should be capped at $300, or do you support the $400 per week that we're seeing in Biden's plan? So this is interesting. This package is really, facing so much drama and so much unexpected obstacles in the Senate right now. Or should I say expected? But I wasn't expecting that the unemployment benefits will be pushed back on like Joe Manchin is doing currently. So this is very, very interesting. Let's see what's in the comment section. So Dream 1959 says President Biden doesn't know what's going on. Okay. Very good idea on the reoccurring. So it looks like people support the reoccurring payments on the stimulus, like the 10 Democrats who are pushing for this. This letter is really, really going to be interesting if it eventually goes through. This letter, if it gets to the president, is going to be very, very interesting. So when it comes down to the timeline of the stimulus checks, this is what everyone wants to know. When will the third stimulus checks be sent? We have a bunch of proposals or a bunch of obstacles or a bunch of opinions on this package right now as it stands. So if this package ever goes through, when will this package happen? Senate leader has said this package will be taken up by the Senate by Wednesday tomorrow. So for those who just joined in, tomorrow we're going to see the Senate take up this package. So the deadline that they're targeting right now, the president wants this to be done according to his meeting with the Democrats today. The president did say that he would want this to pass before the unemployment benefits for around 11 million Americans expire on March 14th. So March 14th is the target deadline right now. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has expressed that she wants this package to pass before March 14th. And right now, the Democrats are scrambling to have this pass before March 14th. So they literally have about 12 days to pass this package before the unemployment benefits for 11 million Americans expire. So when it comes down to when the payments will hit your account, it really depends on how quickly. If this passes before March 14th, we know the $600 payments did hit the bank accounts, within a week. So if this happens, we're likely going to see the stimulus checks late March from estimates and reports that we're seeing out there. So just wanted to quickly throw this out there for those who have been asking, when will the third stimulus checks be sent? But there are so many provisions right now, so many opinions, so many language around this $1.9 trillion stimulus package. There's so many choices, preferences, to put it at that. So you have Joe Manchin that's asking for a reduction in the unemployment benefits. He wants that reduced by $100. And then you have the minimum wage increase that they've thrown out of the door. That's no longer in the package as we know it in the Senate right now. And then you have other people who are saying reduce the aid that you're giving to the stimulus check. So this is another interesting twist. Before we leave, this is a very interesting thing I want to share with you all. So we do have some reports from Jeff Stein. So Jeff Stein has made it clear that this package is facing some people want the stimulus. So some lawmakers, some Democrats, I believe, want the stimulus checks. They want, I believe Joe Manchin is one of them, they want the stimulus checks to be targeted. So the people who got the stimulus checks the first time may not be getting the same stimulus check amount according to what we're seeing right now. So Joe Manchin wants the unemployment benefits scaled down, and I believe the amount or the people who will get the $1,400 stimulus payments will be impacted too, according to the reports we're seeing out there. They want the stimulus checks to be targeted. Now we don't know what that means, but that when they say they want it targeted, you bet that they want these checks they want the income limit or the people who qualify for the checks to be amended. So this is something that we're going to see going into this week. But the Senate will take up this package tomorrow. So we're going to see more updates tomorrow. So be sure to check back for more updates tomorrow. A lot is going on right now. Washington is very busy with this stimulus package, and the reports we're seeing out there shows that Democrats are scrambling to get this passed. So be sure to check back for more updates. Hopefully, we're going to get the big news this week and the great news that we've all been expecting. But just know that the recurring stimulus checks will be very interesting. So before you leave, if you found some value in this video, if you got some information out of this content, be sure to share this video with other people. Give this video a thumbs up. Stay safe, stay strong, keep winning.